Hello my friends, I'm standing here in front of Lucy the Elephant, which is a roadside attraction that predates not only the Statue of Liberty but also the Eiffel Tower. It's been here for a long time, I want to say 1881, so that would make it 140 years since this elephant got built. And it's gone through a lot of changes, it's been many different things. I believe it started out as a place for that was meant to just be a tourist attraction before all of this area in Margat, New Jersey was built up. I believe it was South Atlantic City before all of that happened, and it was built by was it a land prospector or something like that, or land speculator? I'm not sure, but $25,000 later, this was built. And then it was bought by a family later on. It saw life as a private residence. It saw life as a tavern. It's been many different things. And now, today, we can go on inside and check it out. So, I invite you to come along. Let's get this shot right here. Welcome to Lucy. 6 stories tall. Wow. I believe you can actually get up there on that thing, which I forget what that's called. But, holy moly. How crazy is this to see? I was wondering how they kind of stabilize a trunk, so it is actually in one of these little, like a barrel, to make it look like it's drinking. But wow, this is impressively large. Holy cow. Funny thing that I've never seen in any of the photos online is that Lucy has a tongue. And also you'll notice the tusks are pretty big. And a lot of people hypothesize that Lucy might actually be a male Asian elephant. So how about that? So the funny thing about that family is that once they had the tavern, that didn't pan out. They had a private residence, then they had tours. But eventually it wasn't being maintained as much as it should have been. So what ended up happening is that Margat, they formed a committee, Save Lucy committee, and were able to put together enough funds to do the refurbishment. Unfortunately, at the time, they were other people, land developers most likely, were trying to develop the land that Lucy was on, and so that Save Lucy committee had to figure out a way to move this just a few blocks. But looking at it, just a few blocks is a big ordeal. But they ended up doing it. It was something that got a lot of attention from newspapers and such, enough so that people started donating money. It, made people aware of the cause. And so here now, in its resting place since, I believe, the 70s, 69, 70, it was somewhere in the 70s, I believe. They brought her over, and now here she is, or she, or he, I'm not sure, but I think everyone refers to it as a she because of the name. And it's been here ever since, and now it's existed for 140 years. And as I mentioned, it predates all of these other national landmarks, and this is now a national landmark up there with Mount Rushmore, and the Statue of Liberty, which that's quite some company that Lucy has. But anyway, I think we're going to start heading inside. They have a really nice gift shop, which they have online, so I don't know if I'm going to do anything like that, but we can take a tour and go inside the elephant. I believe once we go inside Lucy, we'll be able to look out from that eye and see the ocean, which is very close, just over that dune there. Sounds like I just missed the first tour, but yeah, she's thick, and also there's a window coming right out of her behind. All right, so we're ascending up one of the legs here, and I can hear disinfection happening right now. Wow, she is spacious.
And welcome into Lucy's belly. If you all take a quick look right behind me, you will see Lucy's pain in the butt.
Oh yeah, pain in the butt.
So now we're going to watch her.
It's a Jungle Cruise level joke. This looks amazing. Apparently this was for its briefly a Airbnb, and also they had like a Valentine's Day thing where you could do Valentine's Day night here, so there's like a bunch of furniture around here that's for sale. But over this way, we're gonna head up to the very top. Apparently that carriage thing on the top is called a howdah. Wow, this is narrow. Let's see what kind of view we got here. Parking lot. There is the beach back there. And the tour guide did say we were going to get to look out of the eyes soon.
So welcome up to Lucy's howdah. From the bottom of her toes to the top of the howdah, it is 65 feet, so we're about 6 stories tall right now. Again, if you look over at the brick condominium building where Lucy was originally built,
What a view.
notice it's only 2 short blocks away from here. Although it's only 2 short blocks, it did take them about 8 hours to work to work.
So that's the building.
Right now, it was a big all-day event. Closed, jobs were closed. People were betting on how long it would take.
This is wild. Oh, that's funny that they have her on the water tower here. Just looking out over the howdah.
If anyone has any questions or would like any pictures.
And then over here, this is the building on the original site that Lucy was at. And we got this really nice view of the water.
While you're down in Lucy's belly, make sure.
So this is where you could sleep if you were sleeping here, but they're selling all of this stuff. Apparently, this whole thing is $250. Comfy little couches here. These tiny doors, I wonder if those are just maintenance doors, because you can kind of see here it's like access to other sections here. And then, oh, I believe they kept this from when it was a private residence. This bathtub, it is tiny. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, there's a little sign. It says 1902 residence. This was a private residence, like a summer house at one point. Imagine spending your summers inside an elephant. This is such a cool overlook here. That's the tour guide in the middle there. She's very knowledgeable. Told me all about the other Lucy's, other elephants that came up but did not survive that long. Including, I think it was the Colossus or something like that was over at Coney Island, which was actually like a bed and breakfast. Oh, they do have a little info on there. I had no idea these other two existed. The Elephant Bazaar. Oh no, that's the original Lucy. That's what that was originally called. This is the one I was thinking of. Coney Island's Elephantine Colossus. And then in Cape May, they had the Light of Asia. Destroyed by a fire in 1896, so that was not long lived. 12 years. And Light of Asia was torn down in 1900. What a bummer. But 2 imitators, but none like Lucy. And we're over here by the trunk, and there doesn't seem to be quite any view over here. I wonder how the right eye is. Oh, what a view. That's awesome. I might actually snap a photo of this just because it looks cool. Really cool to have been inside this elephant, National Historic Landmark. And there's one last thing to do, which is sign this guest book, which was signed by Woodrow Wilson back in the day and a couple other notable people. Well, let's go ahead and do this, and we'll make our way out the elephant. As I make my way out, I see a really cool poster for the colossal elephant from Coney Island. And we're going to make our way out the exit. There's the pane in her behind. And what's this little porthole here? Oh, some peanuts and ductwork. These are the steepest stairs, my goodness. In the gift shop here, they have a photo of what Lucy looked like when she was getting prepared to be moved a couple of blocks to her current location. That is wild right there. Wow, what an operation that must have been. And they have a lot of cool Lucy merch. They have plushes, which I kind of got my eye on. They also have this mini figurine. That's adorable. Collectible coins, some artwork prints, so many other plushes here.
I think she like messed up and told me. And I was like,
oh, and they have this little book. That's pretty great. mugs, the whole works. I even have a little like Lego version of Lucy. This is great. I love seeing it, that they have so much pride here. And actually up here, this reminds me a lot of the Lucy replica that they have over at the boardwalk in the resort over at Walt Disney World. It reminds me a lot of that they have in the lobby. So wow, that was quite awesome. I don't know why I waited so long to finally check this out. And the people inside the shop were just so nice and so fun to talk to. I appreciate those. That was a fun conversation, and they were telling me all about all the things that I should check out, I should do before I decide to leave New Jersey, which is coming at some point in the near future. But they appreciated my stories and what I told them I was trying to do so much that they gave me a plush Lucy for free as good luck for wherever I may end up in the near future, because the move is definitely coming. And that's one of the reasons why. And I'm bringing this up now just because it feels applicable, that I'm going to be moving at some point in the near future, and I'm trying to do all the things in New Jersey and the tri-state area that I'm not going to be able to do when I'm no longer living in this region of the country. And Lucy, I always knew about her, but I never made the time to come down here, so I'm making the time now. And it's not going to be just Lucy, not just Storybook Land, but a whole bunch of other places. And so look for that in the near future. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.